Hi, welcome to Lunar Logic Tarot. I'm Juju, and this is going to be a timeless general reading for Cancer. You could have Cancer in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Um, Cancer, please keep in mind these readings are very general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, do not try to make it fit. Everything is subject to free will and the will of the divine. No one is free from law of cause and effect. Roles can be reversed. What that means is this could be something that you're doing um, or something that's going on around you. This could be something that, a family member, a friend, a coworker, a lover is doing, or something that's going on around them. Okay. If you need or want to get a reading that is tailored specifically to your energy and or situation, my email is in the description box below. There will also be an extended to this reading. Okay. That will also be in the description box below. And the reason why I'm doing extended is because not everybody can afford personal readings, which is totally okay. So I'm doing extendeds. Those extendeds are also timeless um, as well. They're general, so they're not like a personal reading, but you do get more information, and I do go in with decks that I can't really use on YouTube in the extended. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. You're not required or obligated or beholden to do so, but if you want, it's there for you. Let's see. Comments are turned off right now until further notice. I hope that you understand. If you need to or want to comment on something, you can always send me an email. Again, my email is in the description box below. Let's see. I am getting married this Saturday, so hopefully I'll be able to put out videos next week. I'm not 100% certain that I will. I'm not going on a honeymoon until possibly next weekend. So I hope that, okay, we had two cards that came out. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Um, So I'm hoping I can do videos next week, but if not, please know that I'll be back as soon as I can. I do have a lot of family coming in. Well, not a lot, but I do have family coming into town. So please keep that in mind. Yeah. Let's see. Also, please keep in mind that my readings, disclaimer, okay? Big disclaimer here. My readings can be a little intense. They can be somewhat triggering, and sometimes they can contain warnings in them. Please know that that is not my intention to cause any anxiety or issues or what have you, but I have to give the messages that I receive from spirit as they're given to me. Okay? I have to. So I don't sugarcoat anything, I don't add extra fluff, and I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what spirit needs you to know. Okay? And sometimes it's good, and sometimes maybe it's not so good. So please keep that in mind when watching readings, especially my channel. Um, so viewer discretion is advised. Okay, so I need chapstick. One second. So you had two cards that popped out while I was shuffling. You had tea leaf reading, signs will guide you, but in the reverse. And you have the crow or raven, gifts, messages, and inspiration in the reverse. Okay, so now this could be you, this could be somebody else. So someone here isn't listening to the signs that spirit is giving them. Someone isn't listening to the signs, they're not listening to their spirit guides, their spirit team, their ancestors, deities, God, whomever. Again, could be you, could be someone else. Okay. And that, okay, with reserves in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, could cost somebody here. Okay, and this talks about plan for the future, savings, investments, and wealth. Someone could be losing investments or financial gain here because they're not listening to spirit, okay, or the divine, or whoever, whatever higher power that you actually believe in. So be mindful of that. You also have the snake, or snake says release energy and health. You need to focus on, or someone needs to focus on releasing here and doing the healing work. Okay, what do snakes do? They shed skin when they've outgrown it, right? It's time to release something or someone or a situation or an idea, and it's time to transform. The snake is also a sign of transformation. So there's definitely a time right now of, I feel like contemplation is what I'm hearing, and it feels like contemplation about your next moves or next steps here. But there's a lot of energy here that you need to release. And it will be beneficial to your health. And I'm not a doctor, but it will be beneficial to your health to do something, okay? Also, this is a side message, also a little bit of a warning here. I'm also getting that some of you could have an unexpected medical bill, okay? So please take care of your health. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, getting plenty of rest, eating well, because it's like the signs here are telling you that you're not listening to. And this could be just your body telling you there's something that maybe you need to go get checked out. Maybe you need to get a physical. Again, I'm not a doctor, but maybe you need to get a physical done. Maybe you need to get a checkup or something, if it's not health related, it's financial health as well. I get very strong finances here. Okay. Be careful of your spending. You're spending too much. So, now, that might be for some of you. Also, the health message could be for some of you, not all of you. Um, there's a warning message here. You're spending more than what's coming in for some of you. And then again, you could have an unexpected medical bill or expense that comes up that you weren't expecting. We have relationship parting and ending, but it's in reverse. So whatever relationship, Black Rose, it could be romantic or family or friends possibly. Something isn't quite over yet. We got taking charge of your life, but it's in reverse. Telekinesis here. You're again, it could be you or someone else, but there's a need for you to really focus on your side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I say this? Like, you can't control anybody else, period, right? Only thing that you can control is yourself, what you do, what you don't do, what you give to, what you don't give to, your actions and or reactions. Okay? So there's a need for you to focus on your side of the street and staying in your lane for some of you, or again, this could be someone else. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And that's not a judgment towards you at all. I promise. I promise. It just means you're focusing on yourself. That's all that it means, really. Maybe that sounds a little harsh, but that's not, I don't mean for it to come out that way, but that's how I heard it. You're just focusing on you. There's a need for you to really just focus on you because you're giving too much energy and therefore giving too much power or your personal power away to a situation, a person, a thing, as well. We also have light, the dark, that's also in the reverse. It's the bottom of the deck. Someone doesn't want their finances to be reviewed. It's going to be reviewed. For some of you, you may be getting audited. I don't know I guess that's taxes. So, Spirit, what is that? What are you talking about, audited? What does that mean? What do you mean by audited? Tax returns or tax filings? So that could also be the unexpected bill, an unexpected tax bill. But there's something with light the dark in the reverse with reserves in the reverse. It's like you don't want this to be discovered or somebody around you doesn't want this to be discovered, but I get that it will be. It will be. Um, so if you haven't done your taxes, again, I'm not an accountant or a tax preparing person. Make sure that you've done them and you've done them properly. And if they need, what is it, like supporting documents for something, make sure you've done that. You've crossed all your T's and dot all your I's because you could get audited. That's what I keep hearing, that you could get audited. We also got using your energy wisely, but it's in the reverse with chakras here. You're not in alignment right now. And see, it came out underneath the snake with release energy and health, but you're not in alignment with this transformation yet. That doesn't mean forever. That just means right now you may not be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Everybody, okay, let me put it to you this way. Everybody's on their journey, right? Their path, their destiny, their fate, whatever you want to call it, right? And everybody is on their own path. And everybody's at different junctures or different points in their path. None of it's wrong. None of it's right. It's just it is what it is, right? Okay, okay. Some of you judge yourself for this. Cancer, if you could see how the divine, now I'm not speaking for the divine. I'm not saying I have the eyes like the divine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But if you could actually see yourself through the eyes of the divine, you would see that you are perfectly imperfect. And all of that's okay. You don't have to have it all together all the time. And you don't have to give um, for people to love you. Because that's not what love is. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with giving, ultimately. Okay. But are you giving from a good place, right? Or are you creating relational debt? Again, I'm not accusing you, just hear me out. If you give to someone, right? And then later on, you ask them to do something for you, but they tell you no, and they have the right to tell you no. They have the right to tell you no. And you build up resentment towards that of them telling you no. That's a relational debt because you gave somebody something expecting something in return on the back end. Maybe you said it. Well, typically if there was an agreement made, you would have said it up front. But the fact if you didn't say it up front and now you're resentful or angry because someone has told you no to doing something for you or giving you something or buying you something or whatever it is, that's the relational debt. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the relational debt. And I'm not saying you're doing this. This could be someone else who's doing this. Okay? It doesn't have to be you. I'm just saying like overall in general here. So I get a lot about debt here. Now this could be relational debt. This could be karmic debt. This could be financial debt. This could be tax debt. This could be contractual. Contractual. I'm probably not saying that word right. Debt. Something that you need to pay something back, or you need to pay a bill of some kind. Um, Spirit, explain. Or this could be someone who owes you something like money, or I guess I mean, it could even be an apology, but I don't really get that. I get it's more like financial or goods, like an item or something like that. But again, back to relational debt. There's a difference between generosity, right? True generosity. And okay, how do I explain this? Spirit, how do I explain this? Okay. You may not like this message. Okay, so I'm just saying, please don't be mad. Okay, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. If you're giving to somebody, a lover, friend, family member, okay, and you expect something back from this person, but you don't speak on it, and or you use what you gave to this person against them for whatever reason, that's not true generosity. That's not true generosity, because now this could be you, this could be somebody else, because a person who does that didn't give joyously from their heart. When you give joyously from your heart, you expect nothing in return. That's true generosity. That doesn't mean that anyone is bad. Okay, what it means is that you have to set one, limits, and if you do expect something in return at a later date, you make that known up front. Up front. Okay, and if you do give to someone and you give from your heart, you don't try your best not to use that against them, or they don't need to use that against you. You see what I'm saying? That's true generosity. So I got a positive card. You ready? The sunflower. And it says, spotlight, happiness, and success. So there is happiness coming in, but I feel like this is a very deep time for you of deep reflection. Deep reflection, okay? This is a time for you to shed old skin. And the snake isn't necessarily bad. Everyone's like, oh, the snake is bad. In some decks, it is. Some decks, it can talk about deception. It can talk about lies. It can talk about third parties, yada, yada, yada. In this deck, it doesn't. It talks about transformation and healing and releasing. Because, again, a snake sheds its skin when it outgrows it. So what skin have you outgrown? Like, meaning like what patterns, what behaviors, what ideas, what processes, what people, situations, dynamics, places, workplaces, situationships, relationships, whatever it is, what have you actually outgrown? And it's time to shed, right? Because you do have happiness. You look, you have happiness. This is good. This is really good, right? But this comes after all of this. I get that there's some lessons coming your way, and I don't necessarily feel like it's because you're bad or you've done something bad. No, we all get lessons, okay? Everybody, me included, every single person, everybody, okay? We all get our lessons, right? And I feel like for some of you, this is a time of deep reflection, self analysis, um, healing, very strong on the healing, and learning how to navigate your energy and when it's appropriate and when it is not appropriate to give into a situation, whether that's emotionally, energetically, financially, sexually, um, you know, all those things, right? And you're not listening to spirit, or someone isn't listening to spirit about taking back your power. And that doesn't mean like true power. Okay, true power doesn't come from taking from others. Okay, true power is knowing, how do I say this? Power isn't necessarily money, although sometimes it is, right? But it doesn't have to be necessarily, right? Power can be what you believe in strongly and you're willing to stand up for it. Power can be um, being unfuckwithable. That's also power. Power can be power is okay. Put it to you like this: if if some okay, here's an example. If let's say a man, and this is no judgment towards men or mechanics, because I'm going to use this as an example. If a mechanic, a male mechanic, goes around town preaching to everybody what a wonderful mechanic they are. I'm a good mechanic. I'm a great mechanic. You know that I'm a great mechanic. You know what I'm saying? If somebody has to constantly preach it, like the likelihood of it being true that they're a good mechanic is low, because a person who has their power, that mechanic who is truly has their power, would let their work speak for them. their their dedication, their devotion, their work speak for them. It's like if somebody, like a man goes out, or a woman, whatever, they go out and they say, I'm a great person, I'm a great person to everybody, right? Doesn't matter who they are, right? They just go and they constantly, it's like constantly having to say it, right? The question that needs to be asked is that who is this person, or you, or this person that you're dealing with, who are they trying to convince, themselves or everybody else, or both? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But I feel like you're going through like a really deep, deep, because you know, a person's character or their good work or their ability, whatever it is, will speak for itself, will speak volumes for them, for itself, versus having to preach it. And I'm not talking bad about preachers or anything, but like, you know, do you see what I'm saying? You know, it doesn't have to be spoken. True power doesn't really have to be spoken. It's known. It's shown through their acts. And a person who has true power within themselves, you know, how do I say this? Knows when it's time to shed old skin because they've outgrown something or someone or a situation or even an old idea, an ideology, a mental concept, right? I like to encourage my viewers to always vet me, right? Okay, always. And always decide for yourself what resonates, what doesn't. It's not up to me to decide that for you. I'm only here to give you the message, and I will never tell you what you want to hear. I will do everything in my power to tell you what you need to hear according to spirit. Okay? So, not trying to come down on cancers or your person, whomever this person is, romantic, platonic, family, coworker, whomever. But I do feel, I mean, you got happiness here. You got sunshine. You have sunshine. Okay? You seriously, you got happiness here. But and it's coming. If you're worried that I'm never going to be happy again, yada, 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 it's coming. But first, there has to be a shedding. And there are lessons here. And again, they don't necessarily have to be brutal, hardcore lessons. They could be, but they don't have to be, right? They can be small, they can be heavier in nature, they could be an easier lesson, they could be a light lesson, it could be a reward of some kind. But yeah, I do see, you know, lessons, we all get them, okay? We all get them. So, but I do feel like you're really deeply reflecting on things, and that's good. That's always a good thing because you're trying to not give your energy or power away. That's also very, very good. You maybe you're starting to listen to a little bit more to spirit, and you're starting to maybe take more charge of your life, which is also very positive. Again, be careful of any unexpected bill on get tax or medical. There's also someone could, no, that's not for everybody. Someone could also be getting audited, possibly, but that isn't for everyone. But whatever it is, lessons, auditing, whatever it is, you still end up here. You still end up here. You still end up exactly where you're meant to be, wherever that is on your path, whatever junction you're at on your path, your journey. Okay? You are where you are right now for a reason. And good, bad, indifferent, everything in between. Okay? Again, I do see, again, I see a lot of happiness here. I'm also got the runes in reverse at the bottom of the deck, and it says guidance from trusted sources. Okay, so how do I say this, Spirit? What message you want me to say with that? Again, don't take my word for it. Always vet, always do your own research. Always I encourage people to do their own research for absolute sure. Okay? Because the more you learn, the more you grow, right? And energies also take some time to play out. But it's like you want to be it's like you got happiness coming your way, but you don't trust it. That's what it is. You don't trust it. Why don't they trust it? A cemetery, past life, going away in grief. There's a past life lesson here that your happiness isn't going to go away. When it comes in, it's not going to go away. Are you going to trust it though? That's the question. Are you going to trust it? And be mindful. Use your energy correctly. Like you're trying to release things and use your energy correctly, but it's still not hitting the mark. You see what I'm saying? So just do the best that, I mean, listen, the only thing that anyone could ever truly ask of you, or you even ask of yourself, let's make it like that. The only thing you can ever truly ask of yourself is the best that you can do at any given moment. Give yourself grace. G- Give your, my old mentor, her name, she's passed away. Her name's Melody. She passed away some time ago, but she had a saying, and it was so profound to me at the time, and it still is. It still is, and I still believe it to be true. Give yourself the gift of time. Give yourself the gift of time to reflect, to heal, to transform, to release. You know, trust yourself above all else. Believe in yourself above all else as well, and use your energy wisely. Okay, what are you giving your energy to that you don't need to? Um, like when I talk about like budgeting money or finances and stuff like that, and we talk about trimming the fat, like cutting things down, you know what I'm saying, saving some money and stuff like that. Like where can you trim the fat where you're giving your energy? And I'm not talking about like physically, I'm talking about like energetically. You see what I'm saying? There are some past life lessons here that I feel like are coming to the surface currently at this time, or could, how long, Spirit? Could be from now to the end of the year, possibly. I feel like you're going to get through it though. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to prosper, whatever that is for you. And being powerful and wealthy doesn't always mean money. Although money is important, and I am not talking shit about that. Money is very important, okay? What I'm also talking about is you can be wealthy in character. You can be wealthy in spirit. You could be wealthy in morals and ethics. You could be wealthy in respect or being respected. You could be wealthy in love and happiness and joy internally, no matter what goes on around you. You can also be wealthy via finances, financially. It all determines on how you define wealth, how you define prosperous, how you define those types of things to yourself. And I feel like a lot of you, again, are really deeply reflecting on these things, and that's good. That's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. It's a positive thing. So let me get you a couple of tarot cards, and I will have an extended to this. It could be a continuation of the current reading on YouTube, or it can be a total different message. I will get some tea cards as like what's the tea and stuff like that as well. So and I'll get future predictions. And again, those future predictions are 3 months, 6 months, up to a year out. And it's from the time you actually watch the extended, if you're interested. All right, what else for Cancer, please? Yeah, I keep hearing give yourself the gift of time. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles here. But this is a little bit different. You see how the coffin here is empty and it's got nothing but beetles in it? Be mindful of your finances. Show me one card for finances. The Lover's reverse. Gemini energy. Listen, you could be losing a contract. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, legal person, whatever. you could be losing a financial contract that could have been very prosperous or very financially stabilizing for you. Okay. Give me one more card on finances, please. Three of Cups in the upright. Yeah. This talks about losing of a contract that was pretty significant with the Ten of Pentacles here. There won't be, it'd be a not coming together. A breach of contract or conflict of interest regarding finances or a business deal possibly. Yeah, Hermit reverse as well. There's a need to Virgo energy, also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in the Star in reverse. Like someone might be losing hope here regarding finances, contracts, opportunities as well. Also, there's not a lot of healing. If it's romantic, there's someone that's also not healing and not you or someone else could be losing a lot of hope in the situation. But never lose hope within yourself. As long as there's a breath in your body, there's always hope for yourself. Always, okay? All right, well, Cancers, I really hope this helps you. I really, really do. I will do an extended to this reading. Again, it could be a totally different, it could be an extension of this or a totally different message. I don't know. I don't control the messages that come out. So, you're more than welcome to join me over there if you like. And if not, this is where we part ways. Please take care of yourself. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.